No worry there. Right, just introduce yourself, Sfiso. Sfiso. Sorry, guys.
No, it's Sfiso. Should I go for it now?
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, my name is Sfiso Zwane. I've been living in the commune for 2 years now. I'm more like, not necessarily a student there, but I am assisting Richard. He would call me, oh, what do you call me?
Assistant, leader. You're in charge of the commune.
Let's say leader at this point.
You're in charge of the commune.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Supervisor. Okay, so just introduce you. Sorry, we're all getting this right now. You, Sfiso, you've been on the commune 2 years. You're the supervisor there. You actually work and you head up teams in your workplace. Just so they know who you are.
Okay. So just a summarized version of myself. I'm not always designated, which becomes very difficult to communicate to the people every now and then. I work with people when I'm working in Shana. I've gotten to understand people a bit more in the past 2 years from the trainings that I do eventually get to. I get an understanding of how to approach people, because approach is one of the most important things you can have if you wish to have any level of communication with anyone. I've learned quite a bit from being here. I've learned mostly about others than myself, which leads ultimately to learning more about myself, obviously. But it's very important approach. Approach is the one thing that has stood out for me.
Awesome. And I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to do this more on Sfiso, okay? Because he hasn't been around like you guys to watch the students all around. So this is more of a personal interview. Fine. If you want to say something about the people, you can. But I think it's steering more towards you, which is good. Yeah. So you've said that, all right. And when you have attended Ingrid's Bible studies and church things, what have you found?
Growth. That's another thing that I've learned in the 2 years. Now, when I say growth, internal growth, people need challenges to grow. But people also need to know that there are challenges within themselves for them to accept those challenges before they can grow. What Ingrid has the ability of doing is tapping into you spiritually, awakening what you are facing, that you didn't even pay attention that you are going through something. But because the scriptures that she goes through, the things that she awakens within you using those scriptures, they make you more aware of yourself internally, that you say, you know what, I've been facing something for years, and for some reason I've decided to, let me just put it there and not deal with it. And it affects you for years, up until someone like Ingrid decides to say, here's what you're doing this week, here's what you're doing today, and you realize, oh wow, I was more touched than I actually thought I would be, because it's not something that I was dealing with. It's something that I decided to hide from the physical world. And then in doing so, you end up hiding from your spiritual world as well.
Nice. Very nice. And what have you learned from the trainings that you have been able to attend besides your work, the life coaching, success training? How's that affected you?
Value. Now, when I say value, we have a habit of not valuing each other or ourselves. We have this habit. I don't know where we get it from. We have this habit of thinking less of ourselves. Trainings that you provide emphasize internal growth. Now, when you start within, as you normally say, start within. When you start within, you are able to deal with yourself before you are able to deal with the problems that you will face. There's nothing more important than dealing with yourself first. Because whatever you will face, I believe one of the guys then mentioned that the challenges that you will face have nothing to do with what you have inside, in terms of strength-wise. You already are equipped to deal with whatever the world will be throwing at you, because you have full control of your emotions as well. You have full control of how you react. You don't just react out of not thinking. Your approach has given the ability to say, assess first, not just the situation, but assess yourself. And then when you go into the situation, you face it full-heartedly, I suppose. When you would have thought about it more than you would have if you had not gone through the training as well. I could go on about it, but that's why I'm saying growth. Growth is very important from the perspective of your training, because that growth is mostly in terms of how you deal with your challenges, because of how you've dealt with yourself as well.
Awesome, awesome. And just want to see any improvements. You were on the commune last year. You headed up the commune last year. What's the difference between the best parts between last year and this year?
Unfortunately, my best year was last year. Which is unfortunate.
It was like Lakeview last year. It was like Sycamore last year. Really
Last year was a bit too good.
Yeah.
It was a bit too good. This year, challenges were there. I suppose the caliber of people was not the same. We lost someone very strong at the beginning of the year. Someone that I believe was also going to assist. They had to go back home, I think you remember.
Who was that? That was Indu.
No.
Isaac.
Yeah, was a very strong person. The chief's son. I think the chief's son. He had to go back home.
Yeah.
He was going to be a very massive part of driving the community. I could see it from the get-go. I was like, this is one of the leaders here. So we lost people that were going to assist as well. And then we got two brothers that are just chaotic.
Yeah.
And then we just, over the months, there's been a massive difference in terms of the people we have. Not so much a massive difference in terms of your training. Your training has always been there. But the people have not been the same, which is very important. As we did mention, like the caliber of people next year is going to be much different from the caliber of people this year. If the caliber is different, then we are expecting different results altogether. Because you can't teach a duck to fly, I suppose.
Exactly.
So you need people that are willing to spread their wings because they realize that they do have wings. You understand?
Cool. I just want to comment on something.